Hello guys, I in today's video we'll be making a real estate advert social media flyer. All right, so let's just get started and you know get it done once and for all. All right, so now the I have a custom here. I have an image I actually want to use on this design, so I'll just go ahead and import it first. All right, so let me go ahead and import it. Okay, so but before then, let's give our image size. I'll be using 1400. All right, let's say um 2000 by 25. All right, okay, so 2000 by 25. Then okay, sorry, not 25, 2000 by 23 rather. Yeah, 2000 by 23, that's the size I want to use. Okay, so let me take this up first. So now let me go ahead and get the image I want to use. I'll get the image I want to use first. All right, okay. All right, so this is the image I will be using. All right, so let me go ahead and import it. Okay, so now for this image I will adjust it the way I want it to be. I will adjust it. All right, so now this is how I want to place this image, like this. Let me bring in my ruler. Okay, so this is how I actually want to place it. I'll place it at the center. So when I place it at the center, now the next thing for me, I'll go to shape and draw a shape. So this shape that I just drew now, right, I will draw a shape. Okay, so from here, when I draw the shape, I'll say okay. All right, I will do okay. So let me reduce this. So what I'll be doing on this shape is I'll scroll down to mask. So when I click on mask, I'll open it. But once I open it, I'll click on out. Watch me right. I'll click on out. All right. So once I click on out, it's actually at the outer part of it. All right. Okay. So that's wonderful. That's wonderful. So I'll now have to scroll up, adjust this myself the way I want it to be. The way I want it to be. I will have to adjust it. Okay. Uh, So I'll drag until I get whatever shape I want to get. Alright, so I'll keep on dragging. Right. So okay. So let's watch this out. Let's give it a color and watch it out. Let's give it a color. Let's give it a color and watch what we've done. Do you see that? So I can equally give it whatever shape I want to give it. Alright, but let me delete this first. There's another way I want to do it. So I'll click on my Bezier tool. This is the second way I want to do it. I'll click on my Bezier tool. So when I click on my Bezier tool, automatically this appears. The Bezier tool option appears here, right? Do you see that? The Bezier tool line appears. So once it appears, that's the perfect shape. I actually want to use that particular shape, alright? So I'll go up here and click here. So when I click down there, I can be able to adjust it myself. Do you see that? Now I can be able to adjust it myself. Right? I can now adjust it as a line. I can adjust it myself. Can be able to drag it whatever way, in whichever way I want to do that. Can be able to do that. Right? So once I'm done, I'll click on this line. So once I click on that place, I will click downwards, click sideways, then come up here and lock it up and close it. So once I close it, I'll go up again and click here. So when I go up again, I'll click here. When I go up again, I'll just click back here. So I can use this to, so I just, to just bring this to shape. Let me bring in a ruler. Let me draw that lines. Okay, so this I want it to stop in line with this. So for this, I'll bring in a shape. This I want it to stop in line with this. So what I'll do is, watch me. So once I'm done with this now, I click on my magnet. I click on the magnet. So the magnet will now help me to magnet these designs in a way they will align. But before then, I will adjust this. I will drag this into this line. Then I'll take this one into this line and also drag it into the line to straighten it. Right? So I'll take it up a bit. Then for this, I'll bring it in small. Then for this, I'll drag it in. Oh, my bad. For this, I will try and drag it in. Let me bring it in first, alright? So I will drag this one inside, then take this back. I'll take it back again. So when I take it back, then for this, I'll drag this to the line back. Yeah, position it the way it should be, right? So for this, I'll have to drag it, right? So this also drag it straight. So for me to know if this particular line is aligned, so what I'll do is I'll click on my rule. For this, I'll make a line, bring it down to that point. Do you see that it's actually aligned? So when I'm dragging, you see that it's already in line with what we are doing. I will click on OK. So when I click on OK, do you see that? Do you see what we've got? All right, that's what we've got. So I'll click on the edit. Look at, for me to edit it, I'll click on edit. So I'll click on edit, scroll up. So when I come to the fill color, this is the fill color. All right, so when I come to the fill color, I'll select. So this is exactly the color I wanted to use. All right, so let me go watch the hex out. So see, the code is 4C. The code is 4CB050. So in case if you are replicating yours, 4CB050. Okay, yeah. So that's the code you'll be using for it. I'll click on OK. All right. So that's wonderful. So when I'm done with this, I can now resize this to fit in my page. Then I'll go to edit, outline, stroke. I'll remove the stroke. I don't need the stroke. I'll remove the stroke to 0. Okay, so I have to place this to page. Then I'll copy it. I'll make a copy of it. All right, so when I make a copy of it, the copy, I will color it white. I'll go to color, open color, and give it white. All right, so I will now drag the one I copied. I will drag it up. So but before then, let me adjust this a bit. So all right, I will now have to give it a color. Okay, so that's actually nice, right? So that's really nice. That's wonderful, right? So that's wonderful. I think. Okay, so this is perfect. It's actually nice. So now I'll go ahead and lock this, lock this. All right. So let's watch. So our design is now coming up. We're actually coming up with our designs. So I will go ahead and click on this Sona Chromes, bring it up. I'll drag it up. All right. So now what I'll be typing here is modern home, modern home. All right. So I'll give it on capital letter, modern home. All right. So I'll the size will be, for the modern home, the size will be let's say 25. Let's watch it out. 25 will be nice. 25. Okay, so 25 is nice. for the size. To give it 25 is actually nice. So let me bring in my ruler to actually align this. Alright, so modern home. So the color I'll give it a color. So the size is 25. The size is 25. Alright. So then the color, I'll also give it a color. The color will be this particular color we used here. I'll actually use that same particular color. Okay. Um okay, let me try to play around with the image you have there. I'll click on the plus sign, trying to get color from the image, from the sky, from the blue sky. Let me try to get color from the image of the picture, somewhere around here, or from the sky, from the blue sky, the dark part. Okay, so let's watch what we've got. Do you see that? That's awesome. That's really awesome. It's still aligning with our designs, right? So then I think we should go straight away to change this other color. Let's go to edit and change this particular color to the same color we've just got and see what this particular this particular design. So let's give it a color and see what we've got. So I think this actually nice now. It's really appearing nice. So that's really okay. That's okay. It's actually awesome. I love it that way. So now let's apply another test. So when we apply another test, this one is for sale. This is for sale. All right. Capital letter for sale. Okay. So then let me copy this and type another featuring maybe capital letter also featuring. Okay. Featuring. All right. So then let me copy this and bring it down here. I also want to type for another stuff. Okay. So I'll be typing what I will type. I'll go to edit and edit this. I will edit this. Max security. Max security. Security. Security system. Max security system. I'll click on space one, space two. I used my keyboard. Then look at what I did. Okay, I might not get it. But look at what I'm selecting here. Okay. Then I'll give space one, two. The next one, premium location. Premium location. Then space one, space two. I'll still use the same icon. One, two. So easy. Sorry. One, two. Oh, one. I will wait. Then two. Then easy. Installment. Alright. I'll click on OK. Then I will just reduce the size. I'll reduce the size. The size should be somewhere around let's see. Let me see if 13 would be nice. The size should be around 13, right? So the size should be around 13. Then I will now copy this back. Copy. I'll copy it and bring it down again. Then for this, I will edit it. I will edit this. Three bedroom, three bedroom, fully detached, fully detached, fully detached duplex. Right. Then the next thing is standard, standard modern kitchen. All right. Then okay. Do you see that? So that's really wonderful. Then I'll copy this also. As I duplicated it, then I will now bring it down again. Then I will edit this also. Location is Sonac Estate 320. The size of the land 320 square meters. 320 square meters. SQM, that's for square meters. Alright. Capital S, capital S. Alright. Okay, so that's for square meters. So I will now drag it to the middle. Sorry. Okay, so that's really nice. This I'll take this up a bit. Drag it up a bit. Then this also I'll take it up. Take it up. Okay, so that's really nice. Then what else? Well, what I'll be doing next is I'll click on circle. I'll select a circle or half a circle. Okay, I'll select a circle, then reduce it to its simplest form. I'll drag to the last, then I'll click on OK. So when I've done that, if you go to your preview plane, you notice that it's no longer a shape. It has actually turned to a shed, alright? So you can now go to size, relative size, then increase it. You notice that it's no longer a shape, it's actually a shed. This is what we've got. So it's no longer a shape, it's actually a shed. So what we do is you go to color and give it this particular blue, alright? Okay, so you go to mask. Ma do you see that? I'll mark it, then I'll drag this, right? So I just want to bisect it into two, right? I actually want to bisect it into two. So you can view, you can zoom your work to see whatever thing you are doing. Then I'll drag it, drag it. Then okay, so I will zoom in again to see what I've done. Then I'll drag this down. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. I can reduce it this way. Then I'll rotate. So when I rotate it, I'll reduce the size. Can drag it up a bit. Make it more smaller. Then I'll take this up. Reduce it. Still reduce it. Then it's more like a shadow right now. So I'll go to transparency, opacity. Then I will reduce it to 35. Alright. So when I reduce it to 35, it actually gives me this. Okay, that's nice. So I'll leave it there. Then go to Sonac. So when I go to Sonac, I'll now bring the Sonac down to lie on top of it. Alright. Okay. So I'll take the Sonac down to lie on top of it. Then I'll I'll bring in this. I have an image I want to bring in. I'll bring in this. No, 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 no. I'll bring in this. Right, right. Okay, okay, then I'll reduce this. Okay, so let me cut this. So I still have some parts left that I didn't cut well. So I will just go ahead and go to my mask to open it, leave it on outside, then use it to cut those parts that I never cut well. Right? So so now those parts is out now. So I will take it down here. I'll just take this down here. I will size it to fit. Okay. So let me center line it. Alright. Then I will not take it down. I will take it down a bit. I'll take it down a bit. So all right, okay. So it's actually nice there. So now the next thing I'll be doing is um for this featuring, I'll make it bold. I'll go to bold. Sorry, but before then I'll select this particular font, AAARGH, right? Okay. Then I'll make it style bold. Do you see that? So I'll zoom. I'll make the size 20 or 18. 18 is nice for the size. 18 is nice. Okay. So I can add extra features to it by going to shapes. I'll bring in a shape. Let me reduce this shape. Then I'll reduce this. Once I reduce it to my desired size, I'll say okay. Then I'll go to stroke. I'll give it a stroke. 2 width is okay. Then I'll color the outline black. Okay. So I'll bring it here. So when I bring it here, I'll bring the featuring. Where's the featuring? Drag the featuring to front, right? To appear on top of the shape I just added now. Do you see that? So the featuring is now on top of the shape I just added right now. So I can now actually drag it properly, position it properly. Alright. So now the next thing I'll be doing is for this particular shape, I'll go to the outline color, which is a stroke, reduce the quality of the black, yeah, so that it won't be too attractive more than our featuring. Okay, so now I'll go to, let me zoom in. Okay, so now for this cell, I'll go to images, then I'll go to style, the font. So when I go to font, let me select this particular font. I'll select a font for it, maybe uh the stickers. Righteous regular. Okay, so righteous regular is okay for it. I'll click on okay. So do you see that? That's actually nice. I can increase it if I want. For this, I'll go to size and increase it a bit. Maybe 27 is nice. Okay, so for this particular shape, I'll go to color. I will go to color, select this particular blue. So but what I'm going to do now is when I select it, I'll click on okay, then dim it somewhere around there to get 21.3 D5F. All right. Do you see what I did? It's actually nice. So the next thing I'll be doing is I want to apply some effect to it. So I'll click on the shape, drag this, then reduce it to its simplest form. All right. So I will still reduce it to its simplest form. So when I reduce a shape to its simplest form, you actually know what I mean. When you look there, you see it's no longer a shape now. All right. It's no longer a shape. It has become a fed. So once it becomes a fed, this is what I actually want. I'll go to color, give it a color, then give it this particular blue that we are using. Better still, I'll give it the dark one that I just entered right now. So I'll click on OK. So increase it. Oh, let me turn off my data. 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 So let me turn off my data. Okay. So so that's nice. Now I've turned off my data. Is on flight mode now. So I'll drag this up. But before then, I will rewind it. That's rotating. I will rotate it. Alright. So I'll take this somewhere around here. Okay. I've rotated it too much. Somewhere around here. Okay. So let's look at this. Do you see that? That's really awesome. So I can still adjust it a bit, then take it up. Okay, so that's really nice. That's really nice. So now what else I'll be doing is I'll go to shapes. I'll go to shapes. I'll go to shapes and bring in a circle. So when I bring in a circle, I'll reduce it. I'll reduce it. So when I reduce it, I'll bring it somewhere around here. Then go to color. Give it this particular the deep blue color. The deep one. Yeah, the deep one. So when I give the deep one, I will go to shadow. Give it a shadow. I'll give it uh okay. Or I can equally when I give it a shadow, a black shadow, I'll reduce it. The radius should be 8. Then I'll go to stroke. Then I'll give it a white stroke. Alright. So when I give it a white stroke, I cannot drag it somewhere around here. Okay. Right, somewhere around here. Okay, so that's nice now. Then I'll go and lock the necessary things up. When I lock the necessary things up, alright, so I'll come back to it, then click on test, input a test. So I will zoom this to view everything I'll be doing here. So I will now zoom this very well. So for the test, I will edit the test. What I'll be typing in here is start start the start price. So this is actually the pricing of the start price. Okay, capital letter start price. All right. So the start price should be okay. Let me copy this and bring this here. Then the second one, I'll write payment plan available. Payment plan. Payment plan available. Capital letter. Then the available should be done. Okay. So I'll go to alignment, center alignment. Right. I'll reduce this. So I'll reduce the size to. I'll go to size, reduce it to 10, to 8 rather, or 9. Reduce it to 9. Then click on this size, reduce it to 9. Alright, so I'll give it a color. I'll give it a white color. When I give it a white color, let me give it a white color first. I'll give it a white color. Then come to this, give it a white color also. Alright, so that's really okay. Then this, take it up. Then I can copy this. Then edit. So when I edit it, what I'm going to in picture is 27k, 27k dollars. Alright, 27k dollars. Then I can now increase this 27k dollars. So when I increase it, bring it to the middle of our design. right? So I'll go to font, make it border, give it a border font. You can select, look for a border font, the quick, look for a border font Monserrat. Okay, so I can use Monserrat alternative B, this, all right. Monserrat alternates bold, so I'll just use it. I'll use it. All right, so I'll take this down a bit. All right, so let's zoom in and see what we've got. Let me remove the grids. So it's actually nice. It's really appearing nice this way. Okay, so uh the company, the advertising company, mind you actually have to input the estate management company. So I don't have any estate management. I'll just go ahead and click on test. All right, up here. So I'll just, no need, I'll have to zoom. I have to zoom. I'll zoom very well. So once it gets to this, I'll reduce and type in my estate company, Sonac Homes, right? Sonac Homes. Okay, so oh, oh my bad, Sonac Homes. So Sonac Homes. I'll go to color. When I go to color, I'll give it a. I'll highlight only the Sonac and give it the light. I'll give it the blue, the lighter one. Then click on plus sign and take this brighter a bit. You see what I did? So it will give you 47. Look at this is where you watch out what I did. All right. So when you're looking at that, you see it's actually changing. So you give it 4781C9. All right. Okay. Then for the homes, you highlight the homes, then go to white color and give it a white color. Okay, that's really nice. Then come here, come to style, bolden it, and make it italics. Do you see what I did? Or you can actually remove it from bold. Or better still, let's give it another font. Go to font. I want to use caviar bold, caviar dreams bold italic. All right. So that's what I want to give it. I will go to spacing, closing the gaps a bit. Words later. Okay. So I will zoom in. Okay. So I can reduce the size of this text. So the size is nice. I can bring in my Sonac logo. I'll go to, okay, okay, okay. I'll bring in my Sonac logo. Then this is all I need. Just the logo itself. I don't need the write up. Okay. So that's nice. So I'll zoom in to reduce it. So when I zoom in, I'll just reduce it. Reduce it to fit whatever thing I have in mind. I'll reduce it. So I will zoom in to arrange it properly. Okay. So that's really nice. So now the next thing I'll be doing is, okay, when you look at this, you will notice that the X is out. All right. So I'll click on there, go to my padding, the test, go to padding, padding. Then the right hand side, I will increase it. You see that? Okay. So most of the times when you give a text italics or when you apply any effect to a text, actually watch the text very well to see if it actually aligns. All right. Because sometimes when you give effect to text, they will crop out. Some parts will be cropped out. So you'll be wondering if it's the application. It's not actually from the application. It's actually from your settings, all right? So that's nice. So now when you look at this design is actually appearing nice. Within some few minutes, we've actually made some awesome design. All right. Then one more thing, we can actually, add some effects to make it more better, or it's more like an announcement. So when I click on the important sign, okay, all right. So let me bring in this. I want to bring in this because it's more like an announcement, or so kind of a shout for sale, all right? So you're actually speaking out. So okay, let me bring it in. I'll go to erase color, erase color on it. So once I click on erase color, automatically it will be out. Since I'm bringing it to a white background, no need for me to fashion it again. I'll go to tolerance, increase it to somewhere around 15, smooth edge 1. Okay, then I will resize this to fit. I will rotate it towards this direction, reduce it. So you see what I did. So this is actually nice. Then I'll go to the filters. Then the who should be let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see, -4. Then the saturation should be, okay, the saturation should be -40, -40. All right. Then the hue should be, so leave the hue where it was, which is 0. Then the saturation should be 40. Then increase the contrast to 5. Okay. Then go to opacity and reduce the opacity to somewhere around 80. 80. Okay. So that's nice. So with this, I'm done. I can reduce this a bit, bring it somewhere around here. Okay, so that's nice. I'm done with the design. So go ahead, save as project, Sonar Homes, real estate 2. Okay, so I will go ahead, save as image to your phone. That's nice. Then you click on the 3 icons there, exit. Okay, so when you go to your phone memory, so you now see what we've actually done, right? So when you zoom at it, you see that it's very visual. It's really appearing nice. You see that it's actually appearing nice. It's not blur. No part of it is blur. It's printable. You can print it, right? So that's it. That's how you can make good designs. So alright guys, take care. In our next video we'll be making some awesome designs. You stay tuned, like, subscribe, don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Like, share. You can actually share your ideas